Thank you. Thank you. Can you hear me out there? Great. I wrote some things down because this is a very emotional day for me, like it is for all of you. So I want to make sure, like some of you said before, stay on script and don't wander off on a tangent. So first of all, I'd like a special thank you to the planning committee for organizing this day. Thanks to Judy and Maggie for being here and for this opportunity to bring closure to the life and legacy of Dr. Dave Lehman. My name is Mac Knight, and I had the distinct pleasure of teaching at LCS for 16 years. Like most of you here today, this is a heartfelt moment in our journey together as we gather to celebrate the life and legacy of Dr. Dave Lehman. As I stand before you today, I'm trying to process and embrace the memories that have been shared already. Not sure what it is that's hard for me right now. It's either experiencing the range of emotions from the testimonies given, or being the last to speak, or following my esteemed colleague, Chris Sperry, or in the words of Dr. Dave's, as most people have spoken already, as unaccustomed to public speaking that I may be. I am honored to be here and share my story with you. After relocating to upstate New York in 1989, I was searching for a PE position, having taught in District 27 and District 28 in Queens, New York for 8 years. I met Dr. Dave through a mutual friend, Tom Newkirk, EOP Director of SUNY Cortland, who introduced me to Beverly Martin, the first African-American administrator in Ithaca City School District. She informed me of a PE position at ACS at the time. I saw Dr. Dave the same day, and much to my surprise, I met a grand, white-bearded man wearing jeans and a plaid shirt, which was atypical dress for an administrator during my tenure in Queens. We talked casually at length, but in depth, shared our experiences and thoughts, and our vision of education in general. He shared the history of ACS and gave me a tour of the school, starting with the very tiny matchbook gym and storage room, the size of a broom closet for equipment. I had no idea what I was saying yes to when I accepted the position at this converted West Hill Elementary School. The tiny gym, small restroom, and low drinking fountain will all remain in evidence. The initial meeting interview started a lifetime personal and professional relationship. I heard a lot of people talk about relationship. One in which I would learn lots, love much, and laugh often. One in which I would transform my professional journey from classroom teacher and coach to an instructional leader. Today, as I reflect with you, Dr. Dave, who wore many hats for most of you, will become my North Star, my role model, and mentor in guiding, motivating, and inspiring me to become a district administrator. He saw leadership qualities in me that I had not recognized or even thought of during our time together. There were many lessons to be learned. However, the first was to develop a competent PE program that embraced the principle for a coalition of essential school. That was not easy, as the current PE program was framed and perceived in the questions. Why did the ACS student cross the road? You know the answer. Of course, to get PE credit. However, under Dr. Dave's leadership and the help of his supporting ACS staff, who are somewhat present today, who created courses that empowered students to have a voice and choice, I was able to create an independent PE program that included both in and out of school experiences, with students being able to utilize community resources for credit. Through this experience, I also learned that forming relationships was an essential ingredient of the democratic process for essential schools. Notably, everyone was on a first-name basis. As I began to forge this lifetime relationship with Dr. Dave, it was as if he had taken Chris Sperry's photography course, Movers and Shapers, because that is exactly what he did, I was doing. Our relationship was further enhanced as buddies on long bike trips, as some spoke to already. We shared a tent and talked endlessly about life before I would drift off to sleep, while he stayed up until the wee hours reading a book with his headlamp on so as not to disturb me. Later, I was able to share highlights of the PE program when Dr. Dave selected a few other staff and me to present before the New York State Board of Regents in Albany. Some of you may remember that. It's like a shotgun wedding. They were in the process of developing the New York State Compact for Learning curriculum and wanted input on the innovative teachers and learning principle of ACS. Afterwards, Dr. Dave asked me about being a school administrator. I had never entertained that thought, as I liked the current position of what I was doing, teaching and coaching to make a difference. It was if he had planned this next chapter in my professional journey when he called the staff together for a brief meeting one Friday afternoon. It was the second half of the school year when he announced that he had accepted a position as interim assistant superintendent for Ithaca City School District. This meant someone would have to replace him at ACS. He gave the staff the weekend to think about it and come up with a solution. I never called Dr. Dave to give him my input, even though it was asked and requested. However, Sunday evening I received a call from him saying the staff had overwhelmingly recommended me to be that someone. I never questioned it and accepted the confidence the staff had entrusted in me. All to say, that was the start of my administrative journey. During that time, he coached and mentored me as I consulted with him daily on the function and operation of the ACS school community. Unaware of it, my North Star began shining brightly, lighting and guiding the way to administration. My learning continued. It was through an anti-bias project with Karen, Diane, and Chris that I learned people have more in common than differences. They only need to pause and engage in a casual conversation, not courageous, just a casual one, to find what lies beneath the surface. My relationship with Dr. Dave did exactly that and more. It revealed our similarities, both from the South. I'm from North Carolina, he's from West Virginia, raised in a religious home that was mentioned in some earlier conversations, putting faith and family first, having a love for sports, music, reading, and writing, while evolving into visionary leaders. To this end, after completing my administrative certification, Dr. Dave put his stamp of approval by writing a proposal to the superintendent and school board to share the leadership of the now renamed school, LACS, in his honor. Unfortunately, it was rejected, prompting me to leave the district. I served 1 year in Elmira and 4 years in Cortland as administrator before I returned. After which, I served 10 years as principal at DeWitt Middle School before retiring to the district that Dr. Dave brought me into. All to say, my professional journey was guided by the light of my North Star, Dr. Dave Lehman. Little did I know that our relationship was always interconnected, which we all share as human beings. A relationship to give us a sense of belonging to something greater than ourselves. Through our interconnectedness, we share the same light and goal, a light of compassion and a goal of peace for the world. Dr. Dave was a guiding light and peace of spirit to many in this journey. In closing, as Dr. Dave would say, if I may, the lesson that he left for me can be summarized in the meaning of the poem, If, by Rudyard Kipling, on how to grow up, stay strong, and live a wise, honest life. I can hear him saying, stay calm, trust yourself, handle wins and losses the same, keep going, and treat everyone the same, no matter their status. It is with love, gratitude, and appreciation for my North Star. In Dr. Dave's memory, like many of you, I will continue to be of service, given to others like Dr. Dave gave to me and so many of us. As one candle loses nothing by lighting another candle. Thank you.